a train rolling, an iron horse with an iron will. Its stop is destiny. There it is, just beyond the hill. Mr. Toastmaster, family and friends, the train I'm talking about is not an Amtrak train. And even though there's no fare to this train, it's nothing that John Sununu would use to go on a free ski vacation. No, the train I'm talking about is a metaphysical train. A train that can transport all of us to success. And perhaps the most remarkable thing of all about this train is that we have all ridden it at one time or another. Every one of us, all of us, are the product of a fabulous competition to select a unique and particular genetic and chromosomal makeup to produce the winning design, you. For we were all winners, and we know that, or we knew that when we were children. I recall how Faustina and I watched our son Daryl when he was learning how to walk, and there this little child would take his first furtive step, and then another, and then we beamed with pride as our son suddenly fell flat on his rear. To watch this kid learn how to walk, you kind of wonder if it would ever happen. He even once fell and chipped both his front teeth on our coffee table. And did we go to our son and say, look, you smile like a hockey player now, you shouldn't try this walking thing, just crawl a little bit.
Monsters Mastery.
Hello, I'm Rumble.
And I'm YouTube.
YouTube, why are you dressed like that?
Well, I've been seeing a lot of violations.
A train rolling, an iron horse with an iron will. Its stop is destiny. There it is. Front teeth on is that we have all ridden it at one time or another. Every one of us, all of us, are the product of a fabulous competition to select a unique and particular genetic and chromosomal makeup to produce the winning design, you. For we were all winners, and we know that, or we knew that when we were children. I recall how Faustina and I watched our son Daryl when he was learning how to walk, and there this little child would take his first furtive step, and then another, and then we beamed with pride as our son suddenly fell flat on his rear. To watch this kid learn how to walk, you kind of wonder if it would ever happen. He even once fell and chipped both his front teeth on our coffee table. And did we go to our son and say, look, you smile like a hockey player now, you shouldn't try this walking thing, just crawl a little bit. And did he stop? Did he stop trying after a few bumps and bruises? Well, you know the answer to that. Without even seeing my active 7-year-old son, you know that he learned how to walk. And what's interesting is, he knew he would learn how to walk. He was born with that knowledge of success. But it's very difficult for the adult mind to conceive that somehow there's some sort of a train for all of us to ride to success, especially when we compare ourselves to others. After all, she's smarter than I am, and he has far more talent than I do. While he's far better looking than I am, well, maybe not. But the point is that when we compare ourselves to others, that's not the measure of success. Success is not me better than you. It is we better tomorrow than we are today. That's what it is. Many well-meaning and good people along the way have convinced us that these tracks to success lead nowhere. A very good friend of mine, Robert Brown, is an excellent vocational counselor. And if you wanted to be a doctor or a plumber or a lawyer, he could help you. He could get you into the right classes, the right training program, and get you on your way. But if you went up to him with a dream and said, Mr. Brown, I'd like to be a professional baseball player, he would look you in the eye and give you what he called reality. I want you to go out into this community and find 5 people who are currently making their living at this. Then you can come back and talk to me. More likely than not, would come back and say, Mr. Brown, I couldn't find those 5 people. Could I see a brochure about becoming a policeman or an insurance salesman or a doctor? And those are fine professions. The point is that he taught those students to fail before they entered the arena. And more importantly, they never learned that you can succeed by not winning, but by giving it your all. That is the true measure of victory. And he deprived that of those students. Sometimes you wonder what he would have said to a young girl who would come up to him and say, you know, Mr. Brown, I want to run track. Of course, I had polio as a child. What would he have said to Wilma Rudolph, who went on to win 3 Olympic gold medals? Or what would he say to the young man who said, well, I failed at business, I've had a nervous breakdown, I guess I'll enter politics now? What would he have said to Abraham Lincoln? And what would he have said to the young man with the dream at 5 feet, 7 inches tall? I want to play professional basketball. What would he have said to the former Atlanta Hawks star Spud Webb? Maybe he would have warned him about being traded to the Sacramento Kings. I don't know. But the point is, these people succeeded. And why? Because their engines were powered by a secret ingredient. Luck? No. Noted French author Jean Cocteau once commented, do you believe in luck? And he said, but of course. How else could you accommodate for the success of people you do not like? No, it wasn't luck. Something far more potent powered those people. It was courage. Courage. Courage to believe, to continue on, when good sense tells you you can't win. Historians have written about Great Britain during World War II, that Great Britain had no chance against the massive Nazi war machine. But they had Sir Winston Churchill, a full-fledged conductor on that train to success. And he inspired that beleaguered nation to overcome overwhelming odds. The following speech by Sir Winston Churchill, delivered several times, sums up that attitude when he said, never give up. Never give up. Never, never, never give up. Those are the words of someone who knows that victory is a birthright. But we all knew that. We all know that. We've heard that story before about the little engine that thought he could. Listen, listen. Saying, I think I can. I think I can. It's in your hearts now, to this day. I think I can. I think I can. There's a train rolling. An iron horse with your iron will. Your next stop is destiny. Because that train is rolling still. All aboard!